This is Miss Lizzie, and I want to welcome you to the Queen Lizzie podcast. Together, we will go through the history of Rosewood, Florida, and watch as the once prosperous town rises out of the bloodshed, fire, and ash to reveal the people, the memory, and the legacy of Rosewood. Watch every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube, or listen to our story on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Greetings from the Queen Lizzie Podcast weekly production featuring local like-minded historians such as Steve Spurrier, Freddie Wiebe, Jeffrey Meldon, Jerry Benton, and Zach Rothrock. I am Lizzie Polly Robinson Brown Jenkins, representing not only the Rosewood Foundation, but the personal testaments and history of treasured friends and Rosewood families. You are now watching the Queen Lizzie Podcast, episode number 169. Today, we are talking with Eli Ott. Hello, Eli.
Hello, Queen. How are you?
Fine, and how are you?
I'm doing very, very well, and I am so honored that you invited me on to talk with you.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to have you. And I met you many years ago when you were little.
That's correct.
Down in this big city of...
We probably did meet in possibly Archer when
yes.
my father was a teacher there with you.
Yes.
And yeah, I grew up in Gainesville,
Right.
but you know,
He
life
taught...
is amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. And when I saw him on the 24th, and I'm so wrong with the dates, but anyway, at the parade in Newberry.
That was Newberry.
Yes, a young man, I was getting out of my car and someone said, "Hey, Lizzie Jenkins." And I said, "Now, Lord, who in the world is this?" I hadn't seen your father in so long. He said, what's your father's name?
Chris.
Chris Ott.
Yep.
Immediately, I remember because he was our art teacher in Archer. And the rest is history. And then he said, he brought you, introduced you to me, reintroduced you. And that's life.
It is.
That's life.
And we immediately hit it off.
We did.
Yes, we did. And you invited me to an event, and that was really nice.
Yes.
It was right upstairs at Spurrier's, and
Yes.
that was a wonderful event.
Right.
And thank you very much. And here we are,
Here we are,
talking a little bit and
Right.
chopping it up.
right, continuing history, because that was the night Pedro, my VP, received the National Lead Life Award.
And what a nice young man,
Yes,
and what a great event that was.
it really was. And you know what we have to do more of? Supporting each other.
We definitely do. It's very, very important.
And that is why I am wearing your shirt today.
That's right. It's a great shirt. Entrust Roofing, and we are the gold standard.
Yes.
And I love that you're representing, and
Yes.
both of us have our beautiful shirts on.
Yes.
And
The rest is history.
that's right.
And that's what we need to do. Help each other, support each other, build
do.
each other. And this is what I do. I talk about Rosewood. Basically, my show is Rosewood history. However, I like advocating and reaching out into the community and bringing people in to let us know what we are doing and how we can work together to help and build our community.
Well, you may not know, but we're a preferred vendor with an organization over at Rosewood, and there's a grant program that helps people to get home improvements done, and we are part of that vendor list, and we have helped several people get new roofs.
Are you serious?
I am. It's
Because
a small Gainesville, isn't it?
It is. There have been so many storms out there in
Yes, ma'am.
City Key, Rosewood area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you are a part of that,
Yes.
and the rest is history.
There you go.
Oh my God! Well, we are hooked forever. We are, and we'll talk more about that. Do you want to talk about it now?
I'm just here to talk to you
Just
about
here to
whatever.
talk. Well, we are building a Rosewood museum. We're in the
I didn't know
process.
that.
You did, but it will be located in Archer.
Okay.
The Rosewood school teacher was from Archer. My mom's sister was my aunt, and grew up on 40 acres. We still have that property. We didn't sell it because they said you better not sell it because they're not making any more. We listened.
And I like that statement. I say that
What?
as well.
Don't.
They're not making any more land.
Oh no, they're not. So don't sell if you own some.
That's right.
Yes, and we are going to be honored to put a museum on a Rosewood Museum in her name, recognizing her. And it would be really nice if, when we get together with the contractors, if your company will be willing to work with whomever and do maybe the roofing. I'm just this. This is who I am.
Well,
I don't know who they are going to select to do the roofing.
we
but-
probably will be the cheapest because we might do it for free.
Oh my God!
And so now this is being recorded, so you can hold me to it. Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
Wow, wow! You are not going anyplace. You are here forever.
I am very, very Alachua County for sure. Born and raised.
Really? Oh.
I went to Gainesville High School.
Okay.
Went to Santa Fe College.
Okay.
When it was a community college.
Yes.
For building construction management. And my wife and I moved to South Carolina for about a decade.
Okay.
And we moved back in 2020.
Okay. You were supposed to meet me.
That's right.
That's exactly why you came back.
I think that you're absolutely correct.
Well, I'm glad you are back, okay, and ready to do business. Well, we have a contractor potential, okay.
Yeah.
We haven't nailed it down, but I don't know if you know him. You know him. You met him, I believe, at the party the other night at Vice.
Can you say who it is?
Yes. Joe White.
Joe White. I did meet him. Yes.
Okay, yes, Joe White. And he lives here. He is a builder. He has built museums.
Well, that's right up his alley then.
Yes, he has built museum and he builds hotels. He is a person, if you haven't met him, I would like for you to meet him. I'd like for us to get together and have a meet and greet.
Sure.
All right.
We can look at you just putting connections together. That's what you do.
Yeah, I like that. That's what
Yeah.
we do. We have to work together. I don't deal with division.
Okay.
That's not who I am.
Right.
I want to bring people together. And you know what many people ask me, Liz, is he a Democrat or Republican? He's a person.
There you go.
He's a human being.
There you go.
That's who I am. I don't know if I'm a Democrat or a Republican. I vote my choice. I don't vote down the line. I vote for the best whom I think. Okay.
I do the same thing.
Right, right.
So I think that Gainesville and Alachua County is such a amazing melting pot. And I think that identity politics here doesn't work.
No.
And politic lines that are on a national level don't really always align with how this community really is.
Right.
And it can be so polarizing.
Exactly.
And so I don't even like the word, hey, are you this or are you that?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I believe that everything's gray. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's all gray.
I
I
hear
wish
you.
that everything was so easy and it was just this and that, but I don't agree with all politics on either side of this horrible two-party system that we have, but that's what we
Yes.
have to work with.
Terrible. I just done my last 16 interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed 16 candidates. Black, white, Republican, Democrat. I didn't endorse them, but I put the message out there.
I love that.
And I donated. I did a financial donation to 15 of the 16. One of the candidates said, "No, I'm not in it for the money."
There you go.
And I like him too.
Yeah.
But he was so funny. I really enjoyed meeting him. It was like a new leaf, a turnover in my life. He really is. And I was so happy to meet him, and we're good friends on Facebook now.
Who?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay.
I don't have, because he has an opponent, so I don't want to say his name.
Totally agree. I
Yeah.
can tell you that Kane personally came to meet with us, Gainesville counselor, and I want to give a shout out to him. He's a sharp young man that's from Gainesville.
Okay.
Went to GHS and is my age, and I like his energy, and we'll see how he does.
Last name.
That's his last name.
Kane.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I know.
Yes.
But he was not one of the people that I interviewed. Now, let me tell you why. He didn't get in touch with me.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Well, I can also tell you, since I live in Alachua County, I can't even vote for the Gainesville
I know.
commissioner race. But that doesn't mean.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I cannot. And I enjoyed the people. I did endorse a young man from Ocala. I don't vote in Ocala.
Oh, of course not, right?
So I shared my him with the people in Ocala, my friends in Ocala. And I just don't want to get involved, but I am super involved in politics.
Yes.
Here, I have been voting since I was old enough.
Good.
65 years, not every year, like every other year, but I'm there voting and encouraging my nieces and nephews. I tell people, voting is the only time we are free in America.
That is
the
true.
only one time.
Yes.
We are equal, not free. We are equal when you cast that vote. It's important.
It is very important.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. It's about time for our first half. We are going to head to a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I am Black History.
I am Rosewood Black History.
I am Florida and America's Black History.
And you are too.
January 1st, 1923, the KKK insurrectionists attacked Rosewood, killing 5, burning it down.
Because a white woman lied and cried, a black man assaulted me. Rosewood redevelopment is on its way.
Want to help? Visit rosewoodflorida.com.
Meldon Law has been serving personal injury victims since 1971. In those days, Jeffrey Meldon's presence as an attorney in the music scene dubbed him with the nickname the Hippie Attorney. And although times have changed, 2 things haven't: our commitment to bettering our community by helping the injured,
Albert, are you ready to go to the game?
and our love for the Florida Gators.
If you bleed orange and blue, Meldon Law is the firm for you.
Welcome back to Queen Lizzie Podcast, brought to you weekly from the Steve Spurrier Podcast Room at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. We are here with Eli Ott in Trust Roofing.
That's right.
Okay. The Queen Lizzie Podcast is brought to you by Campus USA Credit Union, live from the Meldon Law Gator Studios at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. And those guys that I just mentioned, the sponsors, they are awesome. They are awesome. And I also, during our first half, was talking about building a museum. And I'm talking to Eli Ott, a former student, I'll call him, or a longtime friend of the family.
There
So
you
this
go.
is my family.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. And I was talking about building a museum, and he said, well, I may be able to help you out with the roofing. What did you say? How did you say it?
We would love the opportunity to put a roof on when you guys are ready, and we can do it at no cost.
Oh, praise the Lord. God is blessing me right now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you all hear that? So we are looking forward to a real prosperous year, and we soon will be doing the groundbreaking. And when we do the groundbreaking, honey, I want you to have 2 shovels.
Okay.
You will be invited, and I will let you know when. So we are excited about the museum coming up. Something else I was wanting to say, but anyway, I did tell you that my aunt was the Rosewood school teacher. She suffered the agony of defeat. I'm not going to go into how she suffered, but she was not killed. She survived. Told my mom her story, her sad story, and my mother told it to me and said, "You must keep this Rosewood history alive." I said to my mom, "No, I can't. It's too painful." Mom said, "If we don't keep it, okay, it may repeat. You got to, babe." So eventually she was the winner. So I'm here today, and I have been here for 45 years telling her story, keeping it alive, because she wanted me to do this. And she said if Mom was younger, Mom would keep it alive. But Mom said, now when you keep this history alive, you know it was ugly. I don't want you to attack anyone. Just tell the truth. Research, authenticate. Tell the truth. Never accuse anybody for what happened, because those people are not living. Challenging. But I have done this, like I said, for 45 years. And she said, now you need a song. Mama, know you can't sing, but you need a song. And you know, back then, our parents were not educated. That's not the right word. They were educated. They were not degreed. And we believed in oral history. And we told our stories through song. So that's why she volunteered to write a song for me to tell the Rosewood story. 13 or 11 verses. However, I'm only going to sing 3 verses for you so that you will understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So that you will understand where she was coming from when she said, don't attack anybody. So it was in Cedar Key where the train conductors owned, a hub. And all of the train conductors from Jacksonville and around would come there and park their train in Cedar Key. Look how we're going back to Cedar Key.
There you go.
And when Rosewood happened, when the massacre happened in 1923, the sheriff, white man, was upset because that's his town, that's his county. He was not happy with what was happening, whites attacking blacks. He did not appreciate that. He said, more than sure, he said, Lord, you got to help me. What can I do? So he went to Cedar Key and asked the men in Cedar Key, of course not. No, Bob, we can't help you. We cannot put our family lives in jeopardy. I understand that. So he didn't give up. He would go back to Sumner where it really happened and to see if he could calm the sea. He could not. Everybody was riled up because they said that a black man had attacked a white woman, and that was the ultimate death warrant if a black man had attacked a white woman, assaulted. And the man they were accusing was my uncle, the school teacher's husband. So he begged and begged, could not get anyone to help him. Eventually, there were a group of white men. They are my unsung heroes. I don't know who they are, but I call them today my unsung heroes because they assisted him. And they said, but Bob, it has to be, Bob was Sheriff Walker, okay. Bob, it has to be early in the morning when everybody was asleep. So they decided on 4 a.m. So I'm going to cut the storytelling out and sing this song that my mom came up with. The Cedar Key train conductors were told to pick up in Rosewood. Standing by the tracks with a lantern, its young school teacher stood, waiting in desperation to carry out the sheriff's plan. rounding up the hidden survivors to board the midnight train. The sheriff and the store owner worked around the clock, informed the train conductors just when and where to stop, pick up the men, women, and children who were hiding out, and bring them to Archer, Florida, traveling the same old route. Bob Walker and John Wright took on a daring risk. Put the survivors on the train, Lord, and sent them off with a kiss. Notified the Gainesville families to be on the lookout for their kin. Told them the train was a coming and told them exactly when. And I'm going to stop it there because the first stop was Archer, where my aunt was born, reared, and her uncle, who owned the taxi cab at the time, was there to pick her up. And then it left Archer, it went to Gainesville. Many of the people, not all of them from Gainesville, but they exited Gainesville. And what people don't know, the people that were on that train were not all from Rosewood. Many of them came to Levy County as enslaved. They had no connection any place in Florida, okay? But they got on that train for safety. And when that train left Gainesville, it went on up to Waldo, Stark, Lottie, Maxville. The train kept chugging along. Baldwin, Callahan, K-Town, Brightsville would soon become their home. And when the train got to Brightsville, there were people still on it. That's where the Brights brothers, who owned the train, lived. Their home was in Brightsville, and their father was there, and their father owned a sawmill. And when the train conductor said, okay, everybody is off, open the doors, and there were a bunch of black people still on there. And they let him know, we are not from Florida. We didn't get off because we didn't know anybody in those places. So we stayed on the train. So what the dad did, he gave them houses, shanties, but it was some place to lay their head, and put them to work at his sawmill. I have a picture of that. I have done so much extensive research, it gives me chills when I look back and I remember the stories and the people and everything. But anyway, I have to tell that Rosewood story to keep it alive so that people will know what I'm doing is not in vain.
Lizzie, thank you so much for sharing. And that song, you said you couldn't sing, but you can. You can carry a tune. And that was beautiful and very informative. And thank you.
You are welcome. And like I said, my mom said, you tell that story, girl. And I know she is smiling on me, right? And I know it's because of her I've met so many people through her. She's no longer here, but she did her job, 8th grade education, but she was the smartest woman to me that ever walked the face of the earth. One day she told me, she said, yeah, I really would like to be the president. And I looked at her, president of the United States. My mother, she was in her 70s or 80s when she said it. And she was smart enough. She had 8th grade education equivalent to a PhD. She was something else, and everything I know, she taught me. And I'm trying to share it with everyone. One of her main goals in life was vote. She encouraged that among her grandkids and great-grand. And they called me every voting season, Auntie, I need to vote. Who do I vote for? I said, do your research. Auntie, give me a name, or else I'm not going to vote.
Well, there you go.
I give them a name.
Good for you. Yes.
At least they are voting.
Good.
They just don't want to read.
Sure.
Okay? And that's not smart, but they don't want to. But I do help them out.
Good.
So it's important. And like I said, meeting you was heaven made. What you call it? Divine what?
I don't know if it was divine intervention.
Yeah.
But it was divine.
Yeah, that's exactly the word I was looking for. See, I told you it's a conversation.
Yes, it is.
And you are helping me out.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, but I appreciate it. I'm so glad I was able to invite you and you tell your dad that you had such a wonderful time.
I definitely will.
Yeah, yeah. So we're coming to the end of our show. Would you like to have the last words?
Thank you so much for having me on and for taking the time, welcome me in here, and you and I getting to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody needs a roof, has a roof repair, hit us up at entrustroofing.usa.com.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Say that again.
entrustroofing.usa.com.
And we're
Should be
going to
on there.
take a picture and we're going to post it on our Facebook. And by the way, you can find us on Thursday at 2 p.m. on my Facebook, Queen Lizzie Facebook, or all 37, what are they called, platforms?
The audio platforms and also YouTube at Queen Lizzie Podcast.
Thank
Nice.
There you go.
you. Okay, and that will be on there. So please watch us. One of our best shows.
Thank you so much.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I am continuously humbled, honored, and blessed to meet people daily like Eli Ott and invite them to join in peace building, healing, and reconciliation through learning about the history of Rosewood. That will wrap up today's episode. I am Queen Lizzie. Until next time, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Goodbye.